Welcome back to another lazy fall edition of A Guide to Poor Parenting, a podcast where me, Jason,
and me, Jennifer,
have a few drinks
and talk shit about our kids.
Please give me a second because I started the podcast without having my outline. So would you read the thing?
Follow us on Instagram and YouTube at Guide to Poor Parenting, and Twitter, Facebook, TikTok at Poor Parent Pod. Please and thank you.
What the fuck is the podcast thing?
Jason, how has your week been?
It's been good. Sorry. I was like, where the fuck is the outlines folder? My week has been pretty good. Mm-hmm. We just got Kalia enrolled in Kumon, which I've heard affectionately called the place where little Asian kids' dreams go to die.
Oh, gosh.
Because apparently it's really common for Asian immigrants in the United States to put their kids in there so they have a step up in math.
Oh, okay.
And that joke comes from an Asian comic, so I'm not trying to be racist. But,
okay, good.
Yeah. But
thank you for explaining that.
She started that. She's gotten a little bit behind in math. She's in 5th grade now, and she's kind of testing at a 1st or 2nd grade level. So she's still having to do her basic arithmetic on her fingers. So I'm trying to get her up to speed and doing our best.
Make her feel better about math.
Because I can tell she's getting frustrated. She's like, I don't have good grades. I can't go to college. I'm like, you have shitty grades and go to college. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's the big thing. And she just had her Zane and her had her birthdays.
Yeah, happy belated birthday to both of them.
Yeah, Zane's 48 and Kalia is 11. I was about to say 49. She's 11.
She's 11. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but it was fun. We for Zane's birthday, we went to Atlanta for Pride in Atlanta, and we went to a Korean spa and had a blast. And
did you do the fishies thing?
They didn't offer that service. They did there was a wet area which was gender specific, and they had a steam sauna, a dry sauna, a cold pool, a warm pool, and a hot pool, and then a curtained off area where you get a body. They call it body shampoo, but it's basically this old Asian man just scrubs your ass down naked.
Okay.
You're naked, not him, but he loofahs you hardcore head to toe.
Okay.
And
people pay for that.
Zane paid $60 for it. But he said he liked it a lot, so I was like, all right, whatever. I didn't want to do it.
I don't want someone scrubbing me hard with a loofah.
I've heard people doing it, and he seemed to enjoy it, but I was like, I don't really feel like I'm that dirty, so. Yeah. But we spent probably a couple hours rotating between, in the wet area, rotating between the saunas, the cold pool, which was cold. It was 60 degrees. Oh. And it was you stepped in and my feet started hurting. And I started wanting to cramp up because it was so cold. And I could never get past my waist because it started hurting too bad. Yeah. So I would go to the saunas. I'd start in the wet sauna or the steam sauna, go to the dry sauna, then go to the cold pool for as long as I could stand it. And then I went to the warm pool, which was frankly just a hot tub. It wasn't it was a lot warmer than I would say a hot tub or a warm tub would be.
Yeah.
And then I went to the hot tub, which was the same thing, but had bubbles.
Oh, okay.
But it was nice. It was weird being around a bunch of mostly middle-aged men naked.
Yeah.
But it was fine. It was a bit weird until an Asian guy brought his son in there, and they're both we're all butt-ass naked, and him and his son are both in their bathing suits. And I'm like, this is weird. Could you get your 7-year-old son out of here? Because this makes me feel...
He was 7?
He was young. Yeah, he was a child.
Oh, I was thinking maybe he was a teenager when you said that.
No,
it just was hey, let's look at a whole bunch of old naked men's.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah, it was weird.
That's weird.
They didn't stay in there long, so they left. But then there's a common area where both genders can sit, and they had 5 different saunas. They had a salt sauna, and by sauna I just mean it was a dry, warm room, and they had Himalayan salt crystals all over.
Okay.
And they had a charcoal room, same thing, but they had charcoal briquettes on the walls, and they had a crystal room. I don't know what the fuck. I don't know. I don't know what those were supposed to mean.
Right.
But like you could just go sit in there and kind of be quiet and kind of luxuriate in the warmth and like bring a pillow and a mat and kind of lay down.
Oh, okay.
And then they had areas, they had a swimming pool and a gym so you could work out.
Oh, wow.
You could get your nails done. You could get a manicure, pedicure. You could get a haircut.
Wow.
They had massages too. Zane and I both got massages, really good ones. So
nice.
Yeah, and they had a little restaurant, a little Korean restaurant.
Huh. Did y'all eat there?
Yeah, it was
Was
really
it
good. It was like I could tell that the ingredients were kind of on the cheaper side, but it was still good.
Yeah.
Like I really enjoyed it. But like I had a ramen and I could tell like these were the like the instant noodles.
Oh.
But it was still like the ingredients were still good. It was very tasty.
Yeah.
So I didn't mind it too much.
Right.
But it was really cool. It was we spent like 5 hours there.
Oh, damn.
And then we went.
I feel tired just listening to that.
Yeah.
And that's supposed to be like relaxing, but 5 hours is a long time.
It really went by faster than you would think.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of it too, like, I don't know if you've ever, like, have you ever gone to the pool and you're just kind of alternating between the hot tub and the pool when the pool's kind of cool?
I mean, we've done that
Yeah.
before, yeah.
But it really just sucks everything out of you.
Yeah.
And by the time we left, my brain was just like, not a damn thought in my head. Like Zane, we went to dinner and Zane was like, what do you want to do? I was like, care. He's like, are you upset? Nope. Just don't have a damn thought in my head right at the moment.
I'm here. I can't think
And
of
he's
anything.
like, well, do you want to do this? I'm like, baby, just decide.
It's your birthday.
I was like, I don't want to make any choices because my brain has shut the fuck down and I'm so out of it. We went to the Eagle, which is like one of the bigger gay bars in Atlanta, and it was packed.
Well, it's Pride, yeah.
But it spilled out into the parking lot, packed. Oh, it was actually, do you remember Jennifer and I went to a bar in Midtown. We saw some drag queens perform. It's called Moonlight Over Midtown, I think. The Eagle took it over.
Oh,
they were going to shut down, and they don't. So the way the Moonlight Over Midtown used to work is you would walk in, and there was like an open space, and there was a balcony up above.
And then there was an area, I think, in the back where you could hang out too.
Like a back patio outside area. Well, in the inside, they filled in the balcony, so it's all like they have a dance floor upstairs now.
Okay.
So it's no longer a balcony; it's just a whole floor.
Oh, so they made it 2 floors.
Yeah, they made it 2 floors, and they like put in beams to support the weight.
Good, because that would be scary.
Yeah. But we we went upstairs. We went upstairs to start, but it was just shoulder to shoulder. And I was right next to the speakers, and I'm like, Grandpa's ears are not going to take this. So we kind of made our way down to the stairs, and it was like, oh, it's so packed.
Yeah.
And then, a couple of friends who were in Atlanta joined us, and it was okay. It was just too busy. It was like, you couldn't.
Too many people.
Couldn't think. It was so hard to get a drink.
And you can't talk because it's so loud.
Yeah. And like I was just frankly fucking out of it because of the sauna. So we stayed for probably an hour, but I was just I just kind of sat there off in my own little world, and then we went to bed, and I was so happy because I was so out of it. But then the next day was Pride, and we literally just walked out of our building onto the parade route.
Nice.
And there was a really nice little, I think it's called Eggs and Grits, down the street from us.
Okay.
So we went and had breakfast there, walked back. We got our folding chairs, put it right on the street out in front of our building. It was perfect because it was like right next to a tree.
So you got shade.
Nice. So the first half of the parade, like we were shaded by a building. Middle of the parade, we were shaded by the tree. Last half, we were shaded by the building behind us.
Nice.
Perfect.
So that's the building to get next time.
Yeah. And it was great. And it was 3.5 fucking hours of a parade.
Well, that is Zane's dream.
my
so
God.
you did it for your husband.
I did. It was fun.
He loves the parade.
Yes, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
But it was a lot of parade. I was very tired.
I'm sure.
My ass was numb from sitting on that goddamn chair. But
you could have gotten up any time and gone inside.
I did. Because I was like, I had to go pee a couple times. So I like crossed, it was easier to go across the street to a building to go pee than up to our room.
Really?
Yeah. Because our room, you had to as part of the Airbnb, they gave you a cell phone, and the cell phone had electronic keys. You had to press the button when you got close to it. Oh. And it was a bit of a pain because it was also the 17th floor. So it was like, yeah, you walk in, take the elevator up 17th floor.
Okay.
Versus going across the street on the same floor.
Right.
Peeing, so.
Yeah. Wow.
But it was fun. And then
I'm glad you guys had a good time.
Yeah. And then for Kalia's birthday, we had, Justin took the day, he took half a day.
Okay.
and joined. So her birthday technically was Thursday. And Justin and Leia, his girlfriend, joined Zane and me and Kalia. We went to Sam and Greg's, which is a local pizza place here in Huntsville.
Yeah, she loves her pizza.
She does. And so we went down there. We had some pizzas.
Did Grandma join you?
No, she was hurting.
Oh, okay, so you went to Grandma's after the Sam and Greg's.
Yes, after we ate, Justin and Leia went home so Justin could go to work.
Right.
And then I took her to Grandma's, and Grandma had gotten her little plushy plague doctor.
I think it's the cutest thing.
I will say, one of the things I'm happy I did was when she tells me what she wants, I let her find it on Amazon, and I save it in her wish list.
Right.
So and then when people ask what does she want, I can just send them a link.
Yep.
And they can get it for her.
Yep.
So,
I don't even ask. You're like, here, get her this and this. Yep. I'm like, okay, good.
Yeah. I mean, it works out great.
I mean, I'm around her all the time, but not enough for her to be like, or us to be somewhere and she'd be like, I want this, I want that kind of thing for me to remember. So,
well, she's also 10, so she's kind of mercurial in her taste. So she's like, in 1 minute she's like, oh, I want, My Hero Academia. Next minute she's like, oh, I want
emo stuff.
So it works out well,
right?
And it's convenient because I can send it off to you and Grandma and Nana and all them
and Mama. Yep.
So
that's good times.
So how's your week been, Miss Jennifer?
It was good-ish.
Ish.
Well, we have customer service week I guess it's like customer service month now. They we're doing a whole month, but it's not really. But this week they were giving out prizes and I got a gift card.
Is that the Jersey Mike's one you showed me? Okay.
Yep. And I went with my coworker and she got a camping table. Okay. And she's like, what the fuck am I going to do with this? I'm like, I don't know. She's like, camping. You want to trade? I'm like, do you think I sleep outside?
I'm not that type of girl.
And she was like, well, I don't sleep outside. I was like, go find somebody else. Go find a man. They might they might trade you. But
sell it to them.
I'd rather have the gift card. I'll say that. Because I won a mini fridge and the HR's giveaway. I won the main prize. And I won a fridge for a college dorm. Mm-hmm. And that right there was okay, I don't ever have to win anything again because that shit's awesome.
Yeah, that's great. Well, especially with Wesley stealing all your food all the time and being able to hide everything in your room.
Yeah, so it's great. And then today, my friend Kelly from Chicago is in town. She flew to Nashville, hung out there a few days, met some friends, and then all her family was there. Then they drove down, and they're staying off of Jefferson. I know the restaurant's called the Revivalist, but I don't know what the hotel's called. I guess it's called Jefferson, 106 Jefferson 106 or whatever. Jefferson, yeah. So today she had messaged me Friday and was like, hey, we're going to be in town. Let's hang out. I'm like, yeah, sure. Just let me know. And I didn't hear from her yesterday. So I was like, well, she must have just been tired and, or Bishop, her son, might be, just not in the mood to meet new people kind of thing. So we went downtown and had breakfast together. And so I got to meet her son finally. And he is such a cutie. He's wicked smart and he is very energetic. So I was keeping him occupied. And I don't know if anybody else ever asks, but I was like, Kelly, if I do, it was mid lunch, while we're eating, I'm like, if I ever do anything, you just let me know. She's like, girl, most of my friends are like, he's too much for me. I can't. And you're interacting with him. So he gave me a Bishop hug. Aww. When we left.
What's a Bishop hug?
One of his good ones.
Okay.
And so I was like, I'm taking him with me. I got a good hug. I'm going to take him with me. And he's like, hee, 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 hee. And then goes, hugs mama, So it was really good to see her and him. And the wedding's tonight. And then, or something's tonight. Yeah, The wedding's tonight, and then her husband's flying in tomorrow. I don't know what tomorrow is. So maybe he's just saying hi to everybody. He is a sports kind of commentator. Mm-hmm. So he does a lot of Sirius XM stuff. He goes to games. He does the commentating on that. And so Sunday is Sunday night football. So he can't,
do much.
So he's coming tomorrow. But I was going to try to see if I can have a long lunch and maybe meet him. But I forgot that Wesley has a dentist appointment tomorrow, so I don't know if they'll let me do that and then take more time off. So we'll see. But yeah, that was really fun. And then Bishop didn't eat all of his French toasts, and I was like, "Are you gonna take that back to the hotel?" She's like, "No." It's like, "Let me have it." So I gave it to Wesley after he got done cleaning his room. But yeah, so overall, okay week.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you think we might get her on the podcast or him?
Him probably not, just because he's so busy.
Oh yeah, true.
Her maybe when we do the video thing. Maybe we can get her long distance. I'll ask. Okay. I ain't afraid to ask.
There you go.
But yeah, good. They're good people. So
that's awesome.
I like them a lot. So
yay,
it's good to see them since they're so far away.
Talk about blast from the past. When we were driving back from Atlanta, we went through Rome, Georgia, and I got back that night and I was farting around. And I never really get on Instagram or Facebook. I mean, like I'll post stuff there, but I don't I barely ever look at it. I was just like, yeah, whatever. And I just happened to see a friend from grad school named Charles, and he was like, oh, he mentioned Rome, Georgia, and so I messaged him on Instagram. I was like, are you living in Rome, Georgia now? He's like, yeah, he's been here since 18 or for a year now, I think he said. And I was like, oh my god, I literally just drove right past you because I was coming from Atlanta. So I called him and we chit-chatted and caught up, and I haven't seen him since I left Huntsville, Texas. That's where my grad school was in 2006. Wow. So it's been almost 10 years. Yeah. And then last night I was farting around on Facebook, which I'm never on. Yeah. And I saw a guy from grad school. He was both of them were in undergrad when I was in grad school. We just know each other from the LGBT group on campus. Right. And he had moved from Huntsville, Texas to Huntsville, Alabama. And I noticed he on his Facebook profile that he was back in Alabama. And I was like, so I messaged him. I was like, are you back in Huntsville? He's like, yeah, I've been here since 18. I was like, holy shit. So blast from the past. Yeah, y'all can do dinner or something. Meet up. No? Charles, I probably would. The other one, we were friendly acquaintances. I gotcha. But we didn't hang out. We had one semester where we were in the club together. So it wasn't close, but it's whatever. Yeah. Miss Jennifer, what are we drinking today? Well, we did something that we had done, me and Zane, when we went to Key West and did the Hemingway? No. A rum tour. What's the... Hemingway is the author. Was that him, though? Yeah. Okay. Ernest Hemingway? Yeah. So when we did that and learned about Ernest Hemingway and his rum, and so we've drunk on the podcast the Papa Pilar's dark rum and then the Papa Pilar's Flagship blonde. Mm-hmm. But when we were there, they mixed them. Mm-hmm. And I don't remember what they called it, but they called it something. And that is what we did today. We mixed the blonde and the dark together, and I really like it. Yeah, it's really yummy. Yeah, when we were mixing them, I was like, God bless, we drink a lot of that dark rum. Yeah. So, Benjamin, if you end up listening to this podcast, when you go on your cruise in November, please, if you go to Key West. I think he is, isn't he? I'm pretty sure, but I don't want to say yes, definitely. All right. Benjamin, if you're listening to this and you go to Key West on your cruise in November, please pick us up a bottle of the Flagship blonde and the Flagship dark rum. Well, it comes in a... It comes in a case. That's why Zane got it. Okay. Well, buy it and I'll vend you some money. And hopefully you come to our Christmas party. So, well, Miss Jennifer, we have done it. We have completed our 4th season. This will be our 88th episode, I believe. Let me think about that. 87th or 88th. I can't remember. Because the last episode, Rebecca, it hasn't been published yet, but it'll come out this week. Or it'll come out, whatever. Yeah. It'll come out the 22nd of October. And this episode comes out the 27th. No, Anyway.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. So yeah, we're going to...
It's a lot of episodes.
Yes. And we've had
A
our...
lot of cool people we've met, though.
And we've done really well. I've been really happy. Like, I was starting to get discouraged back in August and July.
When the numbers were really low.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we like tripled our numbers from there.
Yeah.
So like we're, this is September. We had our best month at that time at 304 downloads. And then this month we're already at 324.
And it's only the 20th.
20th. So yeah, so we got 2 more episodes. So
nice.
To all our listeners, thank you so much for
Yes.
sticking with us. And
Definitely. But please write us.
yeah, and tell your friends, please.
Yeah.
Share the links.
But yeah, let us know what you like, what you don't like, because we're about to be in our 5th season.
And we're just flying by the seat of our pants.
We definitely flying by the seat of our pants. And if you got topics, let us know, because it's hard to come up with topics. Mm-hmm. So please write, because...
Yeah. Or if you'd like to be on the podcast, too.
Oh, true, yeah.
We've gotten some requests from, like... We've got 3 authors I still need to contact. 1 here local, and then 2... I was hoping to get them on the podcast this season, but it just didn't work out.
Yeah.
But... Yeah, if you'd like to be on the pod. Now, if you're selling shit, like if you're a guru of some sort,
Yeah.
I'm not sure we care too much about... We want to meet parents.
Yeah. We want to hear stories.
Yeah, we want to hear stories, not you selling shit or telling us how to...
Yeah. Because I love hearing some of the stories.
Yeah, they're hilarious. Speaking of guests, any memorable ones that stick out to you?
Yeah, well, I mean, it was very surprising to see my friend Molly, who was married to my friend James, to see her. Like, you're like, Molly's coming. I'm like, okay. And then I saw her and I'm like, I know you. Like, that was really cool to see her.
Yeah. Because you had met her daughter when she was born, right?
Around that time, yeah. Now she's a teenager and she's just so much bigger.
And Molly told me she changed her major.
Oh, yeah.
She wanted to go into theater,
yeah,
but she's going into some engineering field, I think.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, but I mean, her dad, I kind of grew up with high school years into the 20s, 30s. Like, he was always a good constant. He was a big teddy bear. I loved him to death. And family, you get married, you have a kid. I didn't have a kid at the time, so life kind of changes, but he's a good dude and she's a cool chick. So
I asked her if he wanted to come be on the podcast, but he said no.
I don't think he's like a talker like that.
Yeah.
I mean, you get him talking, like we used to go to this place called JMO's, which is down the street. It's a local Mediterranean place, but we would drink coffee and sit outside and smoke cigarettes and drink smoothies and hang out for hours. And Mo, the owner, Muhammad, but we called him Mo, he didn't care. He was just like, y'all do what y'all want to do. And then later in life, I'd go and we'd watch the World Cup there. But yeah, it was always good times with her husband or ex-husband.
Yeah, I invited Lindsay from season 3, I think. I was kind of desperate for a guest. I was like, hey, I asked her husband Bill if she wanted to come on. He was like, I don't think this is kind of my style. I was like, oh man, because Bill's a really good. He's really funny, and he has his own TikTok channel.
Yes, I love Bill.
Yeah, Bill is a sweetheart.
We called him Will, and when I met him,
yep,
we all pretty much hit it off very quickly. Yeah, I ended up hanging out with them.
Yeah.
Without you.
I mean,
I had just met them.
Yeah.
But we were like, we're going to go. And I'm like, okay, let's go. So
that was a fun
trip. That was a great trip.
We're trying to get them to come to your 45th in Vegas.
That would be awesome.
Yeah. So because, Lindsay, if you're listening, and Bill.
Yep.
Oh, and Benjamin, if you want to go to Vegas with us.
Yep, definitely. Because... I mean, they're just so much fun.
Yeah, they're really sweet people.
I love them to death. Linda and Will.
So what Jennifer's referring to is I was so like, I wasn't discombobulated, but I was like so focused on what I was doing. And we showed up in New Orleans for our Zay and I's legal wedding.
Yep.
Jennifer was with us, and we had gone through Biloxi and dipped our toe in the nasty water of Biloxi, and then we went to New Orleans. And Bill and Lindsay
Did we not do that with the kids?
That was a separate trip. Yeah. Because I have a picture of us driving through Biloxi.
Oh, okay.
We just like stopped, dipped our toes in, and left. That's all we did in Biloxi.
Okay.
I'll show you the picture if you want.
Oh, that's fine. I believe you.
But when we showed up in New Orleans, Lindsay and Bill were at a bar, I think, and I walked in. I was like, "Oh my God, Jennifer, this is my friend Linda." And Lindsay's like, "What?" It's like I don't know where Linda came from. So all weekend long, we were calling her Linda, and then I fucked up and called him Will, I think.
Nope.
No,
you didn't fuck up on Bill.
Okay.
So Linda or Lindsay decided I was Jessica since you fucked up her name.
Yep.
And then when we went out, I was like, well, then Bill, you're Will, because why not? We all have different names. And then me and Jessica, or all of us, went to that, like,
the French market,
the market, and we found bracelets with Jessica and Linda on them, and we wore them, and I still have my bracelet.
Oh, that's too funny.
I sent a picture of it to her probably a couple years ago, but just to say, hey, remember this, Linda? So we still do that, which is fun.
Yeah, I talked to her not too long ago. So hopefully we'll get her on the podcast again.
Yeah. What about you? I talked about Molly.
So my dear mother,
I love her.
82 years old, at 81 at the time. I was like, Mom, I didn't book a guest. Can you please come rescue my ass? And she's like, what? I was like, please just come have a glass of wine and talk with Jennifer and I. And I don't even remember what we talked about. I remember she told, like, because we've had her on the podcast. This is the second time we've had her on the podcast.
Which talked about the axe.
Yeah, that was her story time about her sister pushing her down on an axe.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I was just like so grateful that I got my mom to call and be like, hey, come be on the podcast again. Yeah. So, and she's got a wealth. Unfortunately, she's just like you and me with a bad memory. So she's like, I don't remember the fuck we did. But
yeah, well, we talked about military school for Kyle.
Oh, yeah.
And that was a good bit of it. Like, just
I'm glad you remember that.
Trying to remember, like, did it work? Was it good for him and that sort of thing?
Because I think at the time you were talking about maybe sending Wesley to a boarding school.
Yeah, to a facility that would help with lots of therapy in school and things like that. Not necessarily a military school, because the military schools I was looking at, they want, like, smart kids and like
you can get yourself kicked out.
Yeah.
And he would.
Yeah. And not really about like the medicine or the therapy, and that's kind of what he needs.
Yeah.
Like anger management, that kind of thing, because he's 13 but he throws temper tantrums like he's 5, so he needs help. So I was thinking about that, and Mama Ruth was telling her story on how Kyle was acting, and that it helped, I think she said, the structure.
Yeah, I remember it was a frustrating time for her. But
yeah.
I'm just glad she was here to rescue my ass again.
Right.
And then we had Miss Jess from APAC.
Mm-hmm.
Talked
her
about
gorgeous children.
They are beautiful kids. We saw them. Well, you didn't see them because you didn't come to the last support group meeting, but they were there. They were actually asking about you. They wanted me to send their love because they were like, can you give Jennifer's update? I was like, yeah, because like I never have anything because like I feel guilty, not guilty, but I feel I am incredibly lucky when it comes to the kids that I have, because my son he's an adult now, so like I don't have to do much for him, and the granddaughter that I ended up getting custody of she's smart, hardworking, she's a rule follower. Yep. She's got a ton of attitude, but she's still like a good kid.
Right.
And so, but like, when we go to the support groups, I'm just like, I don't really contribute much. I'm just kind of there to be supportive because I love everyone.
And then you just like, I got a new grandbaby and, have to talk about Elijah and that sort of thing, but it's so sweet. They're very, everybody in the group, we say what's said there stays there, and it's true. But they are very supportive and they know what you're going through. Maybe not all the way, but at least some portion of it they've gone through with their kid. And it doesn't matter if you adopted at, 8 or 18 or 8 days. They all have trauma. Yeah. And we all have to figure out ways to help
Yeah.
And I feel like we do a really good job of trying, because one person will talk and then be like, oh, you need to read this book or go to this place,
psychiatrist,
or that sort of thing. So it is sometimes just a talk because there's no answer, and it's just we're listening, we hear you, we understand, and then sometimes it's, hey, you could probably maybe do this or that, that sort of thing. So
yeah, we love them.
Yeah.
And Jess, we loved having you on.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. And then we had Brian.
Yes, Mr. Muscles himself.
You met first.
Yes,
I
was just going to say, he had a local drag queen friend of mine named Anastasia Torres had mentioned that she had a friend who was going to do a podcast. And he has one called The Raging Heart on, and it's about LGBT stories. And I got to be on it, and then he came on our podcast, and I'm still tickled with him because his son is Grayson is 19. He's still like making him plates and like making sure he gets to work. And I'm just like, you are much more involved.
He's a helicopter dad.
Yeah, he's
definitely.
a helicopter. And every time he sees Elijah, he just snatches him up. You took Kalia and Leia and Kiki and all the kids over to Pride here in Huntsville last weekend.
And then they came up and said hi and was like, oh, Elijah. And they picked him up. And then they're like, we're going to go over here. She's like, I'm following you. That's my baby, And then he was like, we tried to steal him. I was like, no, you're not going to do that. But they're really sweet. Him and his husband are really, really sweet. Yeah. And they invited us to brunch. And that's how Alea met them, is at the brunch. Yep. And as soon as she walked in the door with him, he had him. Yep. Had Elijah, just picked him up and was like, okay, mama, go do whatever you want to do. And that gave Alea some mama time, or some look around the house and breathe. And so it was really, 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 really sweet.
Yeah, no, he's baby crazy to the max. So he's always sweet. And he helped. My mom recently just bought a condo for my brother, so he was our real estate agent. Yeah. So if you are in the Huntsville area and you need to buy a house, Brian Banks. Legacy,
Madison area,
the Huntsville metro area.
There you go.
I think he's Legacy, but I'm not sure which real estate agency. But Brian Banks, email me, I'll give you his information.
There you go.
And then we had Miss Tara.
Yeah, your friend,
my friend Shenanigans.
Yep. Yeah.
Half the people we get are either from our relative. Well, it's either relatives
or people we've known a good long time,
or Shenanigans, or APAC.
Yep. Yeah, but that's our kind of our circle that
circle
would
friends.
Know trauma, kids, that sort of thing, and that knows us very well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Tara was a hoot and a holler.
She was. Her relationship with her daughter was just like, I loved it.
Yeah.
Like, did you just call me a cunt? I loved it. Never would have thought
giant smart
I would
ass.
never call my mom a cunt because she's very Christian, but she was fun. I really liked her. Well, we should have her definitely back on.
Yeah, I want to have her.
I don't know if she'll want the video thingy, but she's very pretty. Yeah, but she was very self-conscious about the whole thing.
Well, I think so. I'm not going to give too much away, but she had a major medical event.
Yeah,
and she I'm not going to give too much, but she basically lost all her platelets. So if she had cut herself even a little bit, she would have just bled out.
Yeah.
So, and that whatever I don't remember what caused the medical event, but she was already a slender woman, but she lost like 50 pounds, I think she said.
Yeah.
And she was, when I met her, she's just like skin and bones. And she actually said that a doctor said he wouldn't operate on her until she dealt with her anorexia, which
that's some bullshit.
Yeah, I was like, did you not read her chart where she had this major medical event? But
no,
yeah. So she's
a woman and he's a man.
Yeah,
Grr.
But if she was insecure, I can about her the way she's looking. I can when you have it. I remember when my mom developed lupus from a medication. She was. Not skin and bones, but she looked haggard.
Yeah,
afterwards.
Like me.
Yeah. No, you still look pretty healthy. Jennifer's lost. Have you lost 30 pounds now?
Yeah, I think it was 30 pounds. Quick. My ass went bam, and then my boobies started, and I'm like, fuck this. It's crazy.
You still look pretty healthy. Like,
Do I? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you still have curves. The back end is a bit flat, but like you still have the hips.
I miss my ass.
And you still got tits, so you're fine.
Some, but not as many as I had. Not as many, like I'm a 3-titted woman or something. No, Mama said today that Bishop at church was like, she's like, he's always, praying for Wesley. And she was like, today, she's like, he prayed for you for a long time because he saw you and he was like, yeah, she needs some prayer. She don't look the same kind of thing. And I was like, oh, okay, I'll take it. I mean, I don't know what it's going to do, but I'll take it. So another memorable person who I enjoyed was Jeremiah, your friend.
Yep.
Like, I know you guys were friends, but I felt like I'm his friend now. He was like, super sweet.
He's a big old teddy bear.
And like, I wanted to hug him, like just through the screen. And I don't know if I want to meet his kids because they sound like they're extra
wild animals.
Yeah, but I mean, I can deal with it because if it's not mine, I'll play with them and be like, hey, we're good, let's go. So but he was fun. He was a hoot and a holler.
Jeremiah is just one of those sweetest, nicest people I've ever met. And he, like, that was, I don't know if our listening audience heard, but like the audio quality was a bit different because that was our first remote.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I had asked Judith to do it and then I fucked up the date and we really needed to record. So I just asked Jeremiah if he was able to do it.
Well, you had done Judith and then you didn't do something right.
Well, I told her the wrong day because I told her. No,
we had already done Judith that way.
Yes,
and then it fucked up.
It was the follow up one with her because I fucked up the first recording.
But Judith,
she was our next one.
Better the second time.
Yeah,
because I had more of a rapport with her and could ask her the questions that kind of because we had already talked.
Yeah.
And oh my God, I love her. Like, I want to meet her so bad.
We're trying to get her down for, we're having a Christmas party I'm not going to say the date, but we're having a Christmas party at the house and I'm going to start inviting all the guests we've had on the podcast.
Yeah.
And, I invited her. She's like, oh, I'm going to look at tickets. I'm hoping they'll go down in price. I'm like, not in Huntsville.
No.
But I was like, just pick a fucking ticket and I'll send you money, girl.
Right.
But
she was nice. She was fun. I really enjoy. Maybe not the Josh wine, but I'll drink my drink. She drinks her drink.
Go.
We'll be good. Go. We'll have a couple bottles of the Josh for her, Who else was memorable to you?
Our last guest, Rebecca. I was really surprised. I hate to say it, but I was kind of surprised because I volunteered with her like 2 or 3 times at Shenanigans.
Right.
And I knew she was a stepmom, but I didn't know I didn't know her story. And Michael, if you're listening, thank you. Michael's actually the one who emailed us with topic list.
Okay.
Remember that couple seasons back? And he was like, have you been on Jason's podcast? And I'm like, oh, it's like, I didn't know the relationship. I didn't know she'd be interested. And she was kind of quiet when I worked with her. So I didn't think much. I was like, but I needed a guest. So I asked her and she was a hoot and a holler.
I liked her.
Yeah.
And then we talked a lot about like Halloween stuff because she was wearing a trick or treat from the movie shirt that was from the movie. Mm-hmm. And then so I was like, it's spooky season. So whenever October, I pretty much just watch a whole bunch of sometimes dumb, sometimes things I've never seen before. But I rewatched Trick or Treat and I remembered something or figured out something. I don't even know if I remembered it from the beginning. But I was like, oh my God, okay, yay, that fits into the storyline perfectly. So the old dude at the end that gets visited by Trick or Treat, like the person,
the kid,
the old guy with the dog, he was the bus driver of the kids that got bussed off of the ledge into the quarry.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's like how the whole like kind of story kind of comes about.
Right.
And I was like, I didn't realize he was the bus driver. Like, mind blown. And it could be because I don't really watch TV anymore. I more listen to it because it's on my phone.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to be inside with my sons. So I'm outside on the porch watching the spooky movies. But so, yeah, I was like, yay, that's fun. And then just seeing like different parts was like rewatching it made me see things a little differently or hear things differently. And I was like, oh, that follows that. And they're all interconnected. And yeah, it was fun.
I will say about Rebecca specifically, though, if I don't have a stepchild relationship, but if I did, I would want hers.
Yes.
God damn, she had a good relationship.
Yes.
I was like, the fact that he's like in his 20s and they still talk to each other and they play games together and they're friends and like, oh.
Definitely.
Like,
that is the best way. It's not the wicked stepmother. It's, you know.
Another kid resentful of the mom.
What was her two names that she had?
Oh,
I can't remember. But to have like your own name.
Yeah.
It was a variation of
Was
mom.
it Bonus Mom or something like
It was like, maybe
Yeah.
Bonus Mom was one of them.
Yeah.
But I mean, for the kid to love her like that was nice.
I think if I remember correctly, she had a good relationship with her husband's ex-wife too. Like it was didn't she? Like not like friends, but like there was a good co-parenting relationship there.
I don't know, because if I remember correctly, the mama was a little crazy because she was moving them all around the world.
You're right.
And he was finally like,
I'm thinking of Judith.
dude, I'm done. I need to
I'm thinking
move
of
in with you guys because she's trying to move me to another city.
Yeah.
It sounded like real mom was like moving all kinds of different places. So
I'm getting my guests confused. But
how is that? I remember that shit.
I'm impressed.
And I have the worst memory. Woohoo, Jennifer, 10 points. That's right.
But if any of our guests from this season are listening, we
love you.
Love you, and thank you so much for coming on. And we loved your stories.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Every single one of you.
Like, just love talking to you, meeting you, and just having a good rapport.
Yeah.
Because I think this season was really good on the rapport.
Yeah, agreed.
Like, there was nobody that was just like, so how's your relationship with your child? Good. And then nothing else. And you're like, oh shit, what do I say next? You know?
Yes.
It was very good conversation. And that's what we want. We want you just to talk.
Yeah.
And just have a good time. And Rebecca didn't even drink. And I feel like she had a good time.
Oh, yeah.
I could have talked to her for even longer after, you know?
Agreed.
And it was good times.
Yep.
All right. What's next?
Any topics you remember that were stuck out in your mind?
Cruise.
Yes, the fucking cruise.
I love the cruise. I got to see my best friend.
Yep.
And we got to hang out. I won a jackpot. What? In the slots. The sluts.
You're not going to enjoy that jackpot after you have to pay taxes on it.
Well, I mean, I have my IW whatever form.
1099
whatever.
Gambling or something.
Yeah, I don't
whatever.
know. But I don't really like the slots that much, but I was playing with Benjamin, so I don't care. I like to play the cards. That's fun because I had my dealer. That sounded really bad. But there was a lady who was dealing blackjack the first night, and I liked her a lot, so I kind of followed her. And we were talking like in between, even though it's people around the table, we were still like talking about life and stuff. It was, and she was telling me about her daughter and how her daughter lives with her mom because she's on the ship for like 8 months. Ooh. And I'm like, that's a long time to be away.
That's a long time.
And she's like, but I got to make that money. And I'm like, okay. Tip, tip, tip. Anytime I get like a jackpot or something, So.
I was about to say, she should move to Vegas or Atlantic City or something.
Well, I mean, I think Mama lives in Florida, so I think that,
Either way, if you're happy with your life, you do.
Yeah. But I really liked her a lot, so I kind of followed her. But yeah, the cruise was great.
Yeah. Well, you needed it too because like Wesley had been really stressing you out prior.
Yeah.
And I knew it like burned your chaps that have to waste that money on him.
Yeah, an airplane ticket and a cruise ticket I had to just eat because I could not. I tried to get my sister and I could have gotten her on the flight, but then she couldn't do it. So it is what it is. I mean, it's better than me have taken him and him just ruin my vacation because he was not in a good space.
Yeah. He's still not in a good space.
Well, but I mean, it's...
Speaking about being a dirty place, you remember the cleanliness topic that we talked about?
Oh gosh, yes. And he still does it. I made him clean his room today, and I found another. It was a Gatorade bottle filled with piss. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? Like, are you scared to go to the bathroom? Or are you just fucking lazy? I think it's lazy.
Yeah, it is lazy.
I think he's playing on his fucking tablet, and he gets lazy, and then, like, just pees in it real quick, and then goes back to his fucking game. I think he's, like, addicted to that damn tablet.
Yeah. Or maybe the phone he stole from school. Or someone
Or that, too, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I was, when we were trying to go through the topics that kind of like meant to us or, spoke to us, that because like Jennifer was telling me about the pissing in the bottles again. And I was like, I have been not fighting, but like every time I go in to check Kalia's room because Zay and I have a deal with her. Kalia, it's like, you don't get the tablet unless you clean your room, or like you have to go to your room because we're doing the podcast. That's right. We give it to her. But we make her wash her clothes and fold her clothes every weekend, but she will just fold them and then just stuff them into her drawers, and they're just like overflowing. And so I'm just like, oh Christ on a cracker. And she's like, I'm trying to like stop her from being a hoarder, because she has a Batgirl costume she wore when she was 6. And she still has the fucking belt, and she washed it. I was like, can I please throw this away? She's like, no, give it to me. I'm like, God damn it, you can't wear it. You never wear it. Just throw it away.
But she kind of takes over after Zane on that.
Oh, so. Jesus Christ. And I fight with him on it too. Drives me crazy. I mean,
is it really bothering anybody?
Yes.
You.
It bothers me every time I go to her. But
does it really bother the house? Does it bother her room?
Yes, it bothers her room because it's just jam-packed full of shit.
Well, but you've gotten her to get rid of a good bit.
I did. I actually got her to throw away a whole garbage bag full of stuff.
So let that damn belt be washed. It's okay.
No. Well, Zane, I was really surprised with Zane because he actually said he would, next week when he's off, he's going to he's going to sit with her and go through every drawer and get rid of stuff she can't wear anymore. Okay. So I was like, all right. I was like, you're going to be nice about it?
Is he going to do that after she does that?
What
is he going to do that to his drawers?
His drawers are not overflowing, so I'm not too worried about that.
Is he going to do that with anything else that he hoards?
Oh, Christ, no. That man, every time there's an estate sale in this fucking neighborhood, he's like, oh, let's go get some stuff. And I'm like, do not bring any more goddamn
cast iron
or Pyrex or anything else to this house. I'm like, we don't need it. I love you. Stop bringing shit home.
Yep. Yep. But yeah, let her have her belt.
Oh, no. I shall not.
She threw a lot of stuff away,
I don't care.
Jason.
I don't care.
Well, she does.
All right,
so that's what matters. Okay?
Let's go back to school. How about that, Miss Jennifer?
Back to school sucks. 7th grade, what? Started end of August?
Nope.
Beginning of August.
August 4th.
4th. So September, October. So 2 months in, we are right now. Well, almost 3.
Yep.
We back to school's been bad. Weston's been bad. He won't sit down. He gets up.
He not taking his...
at the teachers. He's said cuss words twice now.
He cussed a teacher out?
Well, not like cussed a teacher out, but said a cuss word around a teacher.
Oh, okay.
Which... I was like, dude, I know you're going to cuss, like, around your friends. Fine, whatever. Because that's what I got when I was 12. Like, go on your Roblox, cuss. And then you get kicked out. I'm good with that. But he does it with his friends, but there's adults around because he's in fucking school. Yep. And I'm like, don't be a dumbass.
Now, Jennifer, let's not ask for miracles here.
I'm just like, I didn't tell him that, but I'm like, look, if there's an adult around, just don't do it. Well, there was an adult around. Well, there was, because they're the ones that said that you fucking cussed.
God damn it.
How is there not an adult around if they heard it? Either you were too fucking loud, or they were right fucking there.
Fucker.
Like, I'm loud, so I do not, I still go by that fucking rule of do not cuss around adults that I do not know.
Yeah.
I don't cuss around my mama. Well, I did. She told me to watch my language when I had an episode, but I try not to.
Yeah, I don't really cuss around my mom
because
much. Yeah, it's rude.
It's rude.
Yeah.
It's not polite. It's disrespectful. If they don't cuss, you don't fucking cuss.
I agree.
That's what I grew up with.
I mean, that seems a reasonable rule to me.
If I'm out in the world walking, I'm not cussing at people or around random people because I don't know them.
I thought of you the other day because I was driving down the street.
Unless I'm in the car because they can't hear me.
I was driving down the street and someone cut me off, not cut me off, but like did something stupid on the front of the road. And I was like, God bless, what are you doing, dummy? And Clay's like, you have road rage. I'm like, I didn't even raise my voice. I didn't cuss. I'm like, you need to spend a little more time with Auntie J. You want to know what road rage looks like?
I don't really have road rage. Like, I wouldn't get out of the car and like go.
Well, I know you have rage for
but
you.
I will cuss at people. Yes.
Yeah, I will.
They can't hear me.
Yeah, I will cuss at people if they really scare me, but like this guy just did something dumb.
Well, then I'm just like, oh, you're a dumbass.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Well, I will cuss because that's just who I am, but it won't be like, fuck you, motherfucker. I'm gonna go get my gun. I'm gonna go shoot you up. Blah 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 blah. It won't be like that.
Yeah. But I got tickled.
A blinker would be nice.
Yeah.
I say that a lot. A blinker would be nice.
I just got tickled because Clay's like, you have road rage. I'm like, girl, you don't know what road rage is.
I don't really have road rage, I don't think. Now, interstate, when they're in the fucking fast lane, which I think I saw a TikTok, and they were like, you got ticket money? You in the fast lane.
Oh, yeah.
You ain't got ticket money? Get out of the fast lane. I'm like, that's right. You ain't got ticket money. Get away. So that's what I say now. Because I got ticket money right now.
Yeah.
So. Yeah. So that's yeah. So it's not even cussing really. It's just like, you got ticket money, get out of the way because you going speed limit in the fast lane. So yeah.
I unfortunately am one of those people. Well, I will stay in the fast lane, but I tend to drive fast. But if I'm talking, I get distracted and I start going too slow.
Yep.
So I try to not do that, but.
Yep.
I've been known to go 50 and a 70.
So I try to stay in the fast lane when I'm passing and then go over.
Yeah, same.
And then if I need to pass somebody else, then I'll go in the fast lane and pass them. So I don't stay in the fast lane like all the way because I know there's people who got even more ticket money than I do. So I get over if I can.
The only reason I stay in the fast lane is if I'm passing a bunch of if I'm going faster than everybody, I'm just gonna stay in the fast lane.
Right.
But either way.
Anyway, so we said back to school screen time.
Yeah.
That was one of our topics, and I think Wesley's addicted.
Yeah.
To his tablet, to Roblox.
Yeah.
Because it's like
I need my tablet.
Like the devil comes out.
Yep.
And yeah, I don't think I said that when we were doing the screen time one, but now.
Yeah, he acts like a 5-year-old when he doesn't get it.
God, he was today. I made him clean his room, or I told him on Friday, this weekend you're cleaning your room. You want to do it Saturday or Sunday? Well, Friday he didn't fucking answer. So Saturday morning when I woke him up, you doing it today, you doing it tomorrow. I'm gonna do it tomorrow. So he cleans his room, and I'm doing quotes right now. And he threw all his trash in the fucking closet.
Oh, of course. That's where it goes, Mom.
And he's like, well, no one's coming into my room and it's in the closet. And I'm like, that's not cleaning your room. I just want my tablet. Like, he almost started crying.
Oh, that poor
wanting
baby.
his fucking tablet. Like, you had it all fucking day yesterday. Because we went out and had fun. And you were just on the back porch with the tablet from I think I got here at 12.
Yeah.
To 8:30. He had his fucking tablet all fucking day. It's not fucking enough.
Nope.
And I'm like, 8.5 hours, dude. A long fucking time.
Yeah.
But no, it's not. Oh my God.
Well, I will say Kalia's probably not addicted. I don't know. She might be, but she I don't know. I won't say she is addicted, but I will say this as part of her birthday weekend. One of her favorite cartoons is called My Hero Academia, which is a Japanese animation. And they released a movie.
Yep. We bought her a hoodie. I think she got a poster.
And a t-shirt. Yep.
T-shirt, yeah.
And she got 3 of the manga in English. Well, they came out with the movie, so I took her today at 1 o'clock.
Yep. And you invited me, but Wesley.
You are so lucky because it was the dumbest shit I've ever watched. I mean, I've seen some dumb anime, but I was like,
did she like it?
She loved it.
Well, there you go. You were a good grandpa.
Girl, I was struggling not to like pull my phone out and start playing on it because I was like, this is the stupidest shit I've ever seen.
So I'm glad I didn't go.
Yeah, you were very lucky you didn't go.
I don't really know anything about it either. So.
Well, I didn't either, but I mean, it was just kind of like this typical, like, you know, fighting bad guys bullshit. But I was just like, Christ on a cracker, this is dumb.
Yeah.
And I've seen some dumb shit in my days, but that took the cracker.
A cracker?
Whatever, I am a cracker.
I don't even know what that meant.
So what is the expression? Took the prize, took the, you know what I'm talking about. You know that, took the,
in the cake?
No, it's the cake. I don't know. Right in.
Yeah, let us know what the expression is when it's stupid.
Because this cracker don't know.
Oh, Jeepers Creepers. I about walked out on, but I rode with other people. Twilight, I about walked out on. Because my friend was like, there's werewolves and vampires. I'm like, cool. It's
sparkly vampires.
She did not say fucking sparkly vampires. She was like, there's vampires and werewolves. And I'm like, cool. I'm thinking Blade. I'm thinking Kate Beckinsale. No. Hers.
Yeah.
With the hot Scott Speedman in it.
Yeah.
Fuck if I can remember the name of the movie, but y'all probably know what I'm talking about. Underworld. Like, cool shit.
Yeah.
Some high school bullshit. And I was like, if I hadn't rode with you, I would be gone right now. What the fuck did you give me? Teeny bopper bullshit. Sparkly vampires. Damn werewolves show up in the last, 2 minutes. What the fuck?
Oh, yeah. The little clips I've seen of Twilight, and, I've read some clips from the books, and I'm like, this is the dumbest shit I've ever heard or read. Sparkly vampire. Oh God.
Yeah,
Stephanie Myers.
It was yeah.
Bless you.
And then someone did a TikTok about the way that Edward, I think his name is, the main one, how he sat at the table, and it was the funniest thing ever. I didn't pay attention in the movie because I was most likely like this. The fuck am I watching? That's what you do for friends.
I guess.
That's what you do for your granddaughter. You go watch movies that you normally wouldn't watch. It
reminded me of when I was a kid. There was a Dolph Lundgren movie called Masters of the Universe. It was the He-Man movie.
Yes.
That was the dumbest shit.
I mean, it was stupid, but it was fun.
And my family friend was such a sweetheart. She took me to go see that. And now I think back and I'm like, that poor woman had to sit through this bullshit. And I loved it.
Yes.
And I thought it was, frankly, Dolph Lundgren was shirtless the entire time. So I loved it. But I was like,
hell yeah.
That poor woman had to sit through this crap. And I was like, I feel so bad for her. But I've always said it is the truest thing I think I've ever heard, that whatever you did to your parents, it comes back to you as a parent.
I never did half the shit that Wesley's done to me, so that is a fucking lie. Anyways, do we want to talk about any of the Reddit posts that we think we remember from this season, since this is the finale?
This is the finale. I was gonna say that we were going through the posts we read, and I only started putting the links in our outlines. The one that still cracked up with me was do you still get your 18 plus kids gifts? I'm like, who the fuck does? I get my friends gifts, and they're in their 40s, for Christ's sake.
Right.
I mean,
I think I got Justin something for his birthday, and he's not even mine.
Yeah. I'm like, why wouldn't you?
Not?
Yeah.
I mean, you're not going to go and get a birthday party, maybe.
Yeah, you're not getting them
all all the bells and whistles like you would do a 11-year-old.
Yeah.
But you're still going to get your kid a birthday dinner, because that's more appropriate, and then you're going to give them something that they want or need. So it's cash or
especially new 18 to 25.
Yeah,
they ain't got no fucking money.
No,
they need help.
Yeah,
I was like, you some stingy.
And you help them through the whole fucking year. Why not give them a little help on their birthday and take them to a birthday dinner?
Seriously,
that's crazy.
Any stuck out in your mind? The Reddit post we read.
I think the husband that disliked their 5-year-old, but liked their daughter, that one stuck out to me.
I kind of wonder if there's a little predation kind of thing going on there, he may be grooming her or something.
I hope not, just because that's awful. But 5-year-olds, if they don't do, want to eat their fucking food or want to eat off your fucking plate, they're your child. They came out of your semen and out of the egg, and they want to eat off your fucking plate. You fucking let them. They just need to fucking eat.
Well, even if you don't want them to eat off your plate, don't dislike them.
Right.
I'm just like, I get irritated with Clea, but I don't like dislike her.
Yeah, you don't say, like, because I feel like that 5-year-old's like, damn, daddy don't like me at all. Like, he knows.
Yeah.
Especially if he treats the daughter a different way. That is going to fuck up that kid. No.
I agree.
That one really stuck with me. Did you have another one that stuck with you?
Only because it was so applicable to our life, and well, your life more especially, the lady who was struggling with our 10-year-old daughter. Should I invite her? Should I cancel our summer vacation?
Yeah.
She was debating whether to take her on and she ended up doing it.
Yeah.
And ruined it. It was like, just because it was so like on the nose of what you and like, you know,
everybody.
Yeah. I was
went
like,
through on the cruise thing. Yeah. No,
So,
you
yeah.
don't take them if they're being bitches or assholes.
yeah. Because it's just going to ruin it for everybody.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, and if I remember correctly,
They didn't have a good time.
No.
If that's what you were going to say, I'm sorry. I interrupted
all
you.
right, so it says struggling with my 10-year-old daughter. Should I cancel or something? But I thought it was the older daughter. It was like the 16-year-old that was the shithead.
No, it was the 10-year-old.
It was the 10. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
They had another daughter that was, I guess, cool.
Yeah.
The 10-year-old was being
a shit.
shit. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like it's all dependent on scenario.
Right. We can't go like, you know, because, well, I didn't let my 13-year-old ruin my summer plans. I didn't cancel them, but he stayed with family because.
But you might have had to bring him though if
I didn't have anybody to like.
Yeah,
my
and that
village.
may be what happened there too. I can't remember. But yeah, it was just funny because it was so like, apropos.
It's a good word. And
it was a good word.
It just came out.
I think there was one more on the list.
The fair to limit what your kids get for their birthday.
I mean, like who?
You should.
I mean, like
the older they get, the more expensive what they want is.
Yeah.
So like when they're babies, you're buying like $2, $3, $4 things for them.
Yeah, go to the dollar store
or onesies and stuff because they're babies. And then when they get a little bit older, then you get them toys and stuff. But when they're teenagers, fuck, one present's enough because they want a fucking PS5 or whatever. I mean, so you limit definitely because things get more expensive the older they get for what they want.
Well, you don't want to enable the little fuckers too,
right? You don't want them to be little asses.
I mean, like even with Clea, like I asked her for a list, but I warned her, I was like, we're not going to get everything on your list,
right?
And I want to make sure like I don't get her too much myself. I spread it around. But I want her to get the things she wants, but within reason. But if she asks, like, oh, can I have like
800 things?
Or if she asks for an iPad or an iPhone, I'd be like, Nope.
Which she's already asked for. So
not too much, which I'm at.
Well, it was because of the drawing thing.
So
yeah.
We've had a good season. I really have enjoyed. This has probably been my favorite season we've had so far.
I think so.
Just because we've been I feel like I've been really organized. We've been really good about cranking them out.
You have been really good about the videos and the getting it all out there when it was supposed to be on time and all of that stuff. I just sit here and eat and talk.
I know, but
drink.
But it's still like a lot of fun, and I feel like we've been real like. The thing I appreciate most about doing this with you is you help me stay accountable because I'm kind of bad about like. If it was just me, I might let it slough off because I love starting a project that I don't finish. Yeah. It is like my favorite pastime.
That's kind of like an ADHD behavior.
Maybe. But my sewing room is filled with shit I have started not finished.
Yep.
And this thing that we've been doing for the last 3 years is something, I think a lot of its success is because of you, because you've helped me stay accountable.
Oh.
So I appreciate you.
Aww. I appreciate you too. But all I do is sit, talk, and
but I have like someone to be accountable to.
But I do also be like, do we need to do a podcast this weekend? Do we need to do 2? How many do we need to do? Let me clear my schedule. I will come over on a Thursday if I need to. Let me know. So I guess I do kind of hold
and it's appreciated, and I'm hoping our guests enjoy it.
I hope so too, and that's all it is.
Yeah.
I mean,
because we're having fun.
Oh yeah.
And I really
And we really don't know what other people hear.
Yeah.
Or
well, Benjamin says we're good, so
yeah,
that's all
yeah.
that matters.
Benjamin, yeah,
We appreciate you, buddy.
He keeps me up on what he likes. But yeah, it's us talking into a microphone, but we're right across from each other, so it's pretty much us talking to each other and doing it for 3 years, and I'm still having fun.
Yep.
Trying new drink shit and
Snacks.
and snacks and all that good stuff. Did you put the snacks on here?
Yeah, it's after the transition.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, that's a good time for a transition.
Yeah, there you go.
So for all our, I guess, 20 listeners now, if you have any funny stories about your kids.
Or if you need some bad parenting advice, or if you have any ideas for topics, please.
Please email us at guidetopoorparenting@gmail.com.
Yeah.
Am I introducing or are you introducing?
Snack time. I can because I did the drinks, so I'll do it. So snack time today is Buckee's Beaver Nuggets.
Milk
chocolate. I felt kind of weird eating a beaver nugget because it kind of sounded very sexual in a way, but they were very yummy. My plate is empty.
I think they sell beaver nuggets, and I think what they are puffed corn. I think that's what they are.
Okay.
So they're like...
They were still kind of crunchy, though, so I had to move the mic every time I ate.
So if you hear weird sounds, it's us trying to chew quietly.
Yeah,
we know
they're a little crunchy.
Yeah.
But they were yummy.
Yeah, so I think they're puffed up corn kernels. Not like popped, but puffed.
Okay.
And these are coated in milk chocolate.
I like them.
Yeah, Zane and I, on our way to Atlanta, we had to stop and go to the bathroom. And I was like, oh, there's a Buckee's. Why don't we stop? And... So I was like, oh, while we're here, I'll get some snacks for the podcast.
Perfect.
So, yeah.
All right. So we've had our drinks. All right. We introduced our cocktail. We had our snack time. Now it's your story time.
Oh, my God. Jennifer got to participate in this. And Jennifer's mouthing something. Oh, you're going to go to the bathroom? Yeah, go ahead. So... Poor Jennifer's.
Now you put that out on the air.
Poor Jennifer's like mouthing. She's like, I gotta go bathroom. I was like, just go. I don't care. And there's my grandbaby and my sweet daughter-in-law. So Zane and I not Zane. Clea, like I said, had her birthday this weekend, and Jennifer was such a sweetheart, and she came with me to go take Clea to a trampoline park. So like a couple of years ago, I had done the whole party table, and it was kind of expensive. It was like $300 for the table. And then you get, I think, 10 free passes for people to jump at the trampoline park. And it was fine. It was a lot of fun. We had 10 people. But this year, she just wanted like a few of her friends. So I was like, let me give you my cell phone number, and you give my cell phone number to your friends and have their parents text me, because I didn't want to like her handing out birthday party invitations to like 3 of her friends without all of them knowing. I was like, oh, it's gonna be awkward. But anyway, I gave her my number to give out to her friends. Her friends' parents contacted me, and we had about 3 girls, including Clea. And Jennifer and I were in the car driving Clea and 2 of her friends over. And Clea's always been kind of a goofball. She's always been a weird little girl. She's always like making kooky little comments. And I'm just like, okay, that's just my weird granddaughter. I love her.
The weird noises too.
Yeah. And then so Jennifer and I are in the car driving Clea and her 2 friends crammed in the back seat. And they are spouting off the weirdest shit ever, like rat tails.
And someone had rat tails in their teeth because it was left over from a necklace that they had made with rats. And we're like, okay,
yeah,
the kids are just this weird.
Yeah, I was worried.
She found her weirdos.
Her tribe of weirdos.
Yeah, and I'm good with that.
Yeah, because I found mine.
Yep.
So yeah,
me included.
Yep. All right. Well, to all our listeners, that was it.
Oh yeah, the trampoline park was fun, and they came and ate some pizza, and we were very happy that the parents were okay.
Yeah.
With just us taking the kids and letting them have some free time, and yeah, it was good times.
It was a good time. But yeah, So that's season 4. Season 4.
4 finale.
Yep. We're going to, all right. So, surprise, surprise. We're not going to take a break. So, Miss Jennifer said we're going to go straight into season 5.
Why are you putting that on me?
I don't know. Because I got to blame it on someone. Okay. So, normally we usually took a week or two break, but since our numbers are so good, I was like, can we just keep going? Because I feel like
now you're taking responsibility.
Now I won't take responsibility for it. So for all our 20 listeners, thanks for listening to another episode and another season of A Guide to Poor Parenting.
And season 5, we're going to be different.
Yes, we're going to switch more to a video, like a true video format.
Yeah, Jason wants me on video.
Yep.
So
want her beautiful
so much
face.
Jennifer, but Jason wants it. So look out, season 5. It's going to be us in video, in color.
In color. So look
Can
for
we
us.
just make it black and white?
I probably could. That wouldn't be difficult. So yeah, you'll we're already on YouTube, but it's a still image. But we're gonna start. I'm gonna start putting out the video version.
I hope you're not mad that I said that, but that's kind of what's coming up.
Yeah.
So
No, it's perfect.
We need to tell them in the finale.
Now, I know at least a couple of people are not going to be comfortable with being on video. So if it switches back to just the still image, that's why. So
yep.
But look for us on YouTube if you want to see our beautiful faces.
Right? His beautiful face.
Oh, Jennifer's gorgeous. All right. Well, thanks for listening to another episode of A Guide to Poor Parenting.
If you like our podcast, please give us a 5-star rating on whatever platform you're listening on.
And if you don't like our podcast, just like when our kids ask why they can't have a cell phone, even though they've broken every tablet they've ever had.
Tough shit.
God damn it. Just be patient.
Stop dropping shit.
Fuckers.
Fuckers. Bye, guys.